Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated king of boxing, just confirmed that he's fighting Jake Paul. Yep, the YouTuber turned boxer who loves reminding us that now he's undefeated has finally bitten off more than he can chew. And somehow, Floyd is all in on this madness.
How do you feel like you get out of that bubble to make somebody a real boxer?
I mean, what he's doing is, kind of cool. If he can continue to steal money and they match him the way they match him, I can't knock his hustle. So if they can match him the way how they've been matching him, more power to him.
But seriously, what's going on here? Is Mayweather bored? Looking for a quick paycheck like Tyson? Or does he just want to shut Jake up once and for all? Whatever the reason, this fight has everyone talking. But Jake even had the nerve to say he'll stay undefeated after this. Bold, right? The world is gearing up for what could either be an epic fight or the biggest boxing meme of all time. Either way, you don't want to miss this.
Champ, we appreciate your time. Yeah. No, we got to give, Nick, put the camera on PT. Yo, PT, man, we appreciate you. Thanks, P, for making this happen. P and Rilla, we appreciate the money team all the time, man.
I'm proud of him. I'm not really upset. Even like, it was so crazy. I remember just a while back, his brother was like, oh, I didn't get paid. It was just like I said before. He just want to keep his name out there. As long as he attached his name to mine, he gonna keep my name out there. Remember what he said? He said, oh, Mayweather ain't on. He didn't pay me. Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit? So it's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said before, they know what they're doing.
Floyd Mayweather just dropped a massive bombshell that has left everyone in the boxing world stunned. The undefeated legend has claimed that Jake Paul's fights have been scripted. Yes, scripted, as in pre-planned, choreographed, and about as authentic as a reality TV drama. Mayweather didn't mince words when pointing out that Jake's opponents have mostly been older, less experienced fighters, carefully chosen to ensure Jake's victory. If that doesn't raise eyebrows, what will?
And then by the end of the fight, it was clear this was a 58-year-old man, and he looked like a 58-year-old man. And I have a lot of issues with this. I don't think this fight should have ever happened. I think it says a lot of bad things about the combat sports world and sets a really dangerous precedent going forward. We're going to talk about the whole fight clearance approval process and then just physiologically why he looked the way he did. There's a lot of just true anatomy and physiology changes that explain why Tyson looked so bad and play a role in why this type of thing should not happen. So how did this fight even happen or get approved?
Scripted fights in boxing are the ultimate betrayal to the sport's core values of authenticity and competition. If what Mayweather says is true, Jake Paul's matches are less about skill and more about crafting a storyline to maintain his unbeaten record. Critics argue that scripting fights not only undermines the integrity of boxing, but also deceives fans who tune in expecting genuine athletic competition. By hand-picking opponents and allegedly choreographing outcomes, Jake has turned what should be a test of endurance and talent into a hollow spectacle, prioritizing entertainment over authenticity. For purists, this revelation confirms their worst fears about Jake's impact on the sport.
Big as the what?
Why was Mike wearing assless chaps though? Did
that moment go viral with his cheeks out?
I don't know. It made my stomach hurt.
I was seeing it.
Why didn't he have underwear on?
He had a G-string on, is what he had.
I thought he was completely butt naked.
Nah, he looked like a stripper.
But yeah, biggest live gate, 18.1 millions in U.S. boxing history outside of Las Vegas. A phenomenal night. I'm sorry I didn't knock him out, though, guys.
Shut the fuck up. It was crazy when we talked about this. I told him you were going to say some dumb shit. You did the right thing at the end. You bowed. You kept it classy. You was wobbled. You did your thing. You didn't get greedy.
The announcement of a fight between Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul has everyone buzzing. Mayweather, with a perfect 50-0 record, has confirmed he's stepping into the ring with the YouTube star who thinks he's the next big thing in boxing. Jake, of course, wasted no time in declaring, "I'll be undefeated after this fight." Undefeated against Floyd Mayweather? The audacity is almost charming. Almost.
You have no idea how much I'm praying that you are right. I do not want to see Mike Tyson get knocked out.
Mayweather didn't stop at calling out Jake's scripted matches. He criticized Jake's entire approach to boxing, accusing him of turning the sport into a spectacle. According to Floyd, Jake's antics, combined with endorsements from figures like Mike Tyson, have done nothing but harm boxing's reputation. Mayweather sees this upcoming fight as more than just a bout. It's a mission to restore integrity to the sport and teach Jake Paul a much-needed lesson about respect.
Put too much hurt on him, but I wanted the fans to get a good experience. But there was a point where all of my aggression and like super violence and like I'm gonna knock this guy out and show him, it went away when I wasn't getting hit much at all. And I don't know, I just
punches wasn't doing it.
I love Mike.
Walk us through the whole thing, from the walkout to the fight to the post interview. Walk us through the whole fight from your point of view.
Yeah, this fight was just different. I feel like mentally locked in, like a lot less nerves than normal. I'm just getting so used to these moments. And honestly, fighting in a stadium, there was less it's less personal.
Yes.
And it's less loud.
For years, Jake Paul has managed to sidestep real challenges in the ring by picking opponents who pose little to no threat. Retired MMA fighters, aging athletes, and people who've barely boxed a day in their lives have all been on the receiving end of Jake's punches. It's a strategy that has worked for building hype, but let's be real, it's not exactly the stuff of legends. Floyd Mayweather, on the other hand, is the real deal. He faced the best of the best and emerged victorious every single time. This fight is shaping up to be the ultimate showdown of hype versus skill, spectacle versus substance.
So how did this fight even happen or get approved? Each state has an athletic commission that governs licenses for combat sports. It's not a national standard. It's state by state, and there's a wide variety of medical clearance processes and rules in place from one state to another. That probably played some role in where this fight happened, because Texas has some of the more lenient medical clearance processes.
Jake Paul's rise in boxing has been controversial, to say the least. Some admire his ability to draw attention to the sport, while others see him as a walking gimmick. His flashy tactics and bold proclamations have earned him millions of fans, but they've also drawn the ire of boxing purists. Mayweather, a man who's dedicated his life to the sport, clearly falls into the latter category. He's made it clear that Jake's reliance on hand-picked fights and his focus on fame over skill have tarnished boxing's image. And now, Mayweather is stepping up to do something about it.
It's the idea that he had a chance, but he really didn't have a chance to beat this kid tonight. And it showed very early. Fight starts, Mike gets forward, lands a beautiful jab that rocks Jake, and I think immediately that made Jake realize that he couldn't be reckless against him. But then as time went on, he realized that that threat was not as present as he might have thought.
The contrast between these two fighters couldn't be more stark. Floyd Mayweather is a seasoned professional with decades of experience and an unblemished record. Jake Paul is a social media star who's turned boxing into his personal marketing campaign. Mayweather's decision to take this fight isn't about proving himself. He's already done that countless times. It's about making a statement. By stepping into the ring with Jake, Floyd aims to expose the gap between real skill and manufactured hype.
Because what he was great at doing is getting his feet close to his opponents, changing the angle and throwing them punches as he was moving, and it was this fast angle changes which helped him have all of the success that he did have in boxing. And with him being 58 years old, which he is, not unless you're going to tell me that's scripted as well, with all the people who telling me this fight was scripted, time really does take its toll, especially when you've not been living the life of an athlete for over 20 years. Now, as much as you wanted to hope, and I wanted to hope, that we would see some little bits of the old Mike Tyson in there, it was sad we didn't. And if you ever seen Evander Holyfield when he fought Victor Belfort a few years ago when he was 58 years old, it was the same sort of thing. It was sad to see. But you might be thinking, well, if Mike Tyson was that bad, why didn't Jake Paul just knock him out? Because he was just moving slowly and he wasn't really moving his feet. He was like a sitting target for Jake to throw them punches. Why didn't Jake just put him away? Maybe you think the deal was Mike Tyson said, I'm not going to get knocked out, but I'll lose on points for my extra 10, 20 million quid. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
Jake Paul's bold claim of being the next big name in boxing is laughable to many. Mayweather himself has said that Jake wouldn't stand a chance against real professionals like Canelo Alvarez. And let's face it, Floyd's probably right. Jake's confidence might be sky high, but confidence doesn't win fights. Skill, experience, and preparation do. And those are areas where Mayweather has Jake beat by a mile. Critics of Jake Paul have been vocal about his approach to boxing. They've pointed out that his carefully orchestrated career has more to do with creating viral moments than actually proving himself in the ring. Jake's focus on fame over genuine skill has made him a polarizing figure. While his antics have brought new viewers to boxing, they've also alienated longtime fans who see his rise as a mockery of the sport. Mayweather's decision to fight Jake feels like an attempt to put an end to the circus and remind everyone what boxing is truly about.
When he bit what's his name's ear off, this was entertaining. This was just entertaining, bro. I hope y'all didn't take this too serious. It was just entertaining. He always wanted to fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson did this shit because he got paid. He got 20 million, he got 40 million. You know what I'm saying? It was entertainment, bro.
One of the most interesting aspects of this fight is the motivation behind it. For Floyd Mayweather, this isn't just another payday. Sure, the money will be great. It always is when Mayweather's involved. But this fight is about more than that. Floyd wants to defend the sport he loves from what he sees as an assault on its integrity. By taking on Jake Paul, Mayweather hopes to set an example and show the world the difference between a real fighter and a manufactured persona.
I want to know how much Mike Tyson got paid for that fight, because he gave his legacy away for Jake Paul to make a name for himself. Jake Paul wins against another old man. The most rigged thing I've seen in a long time. Bro, Mike Tyson got paid millions of pounds just to walk in every round. Land no punches, throw no punches, nothing. Just walk around.
The stakes for this fight couldn't be higher. For Jake Paul, this is a chance to prove he's more than just a YouTube star with a big mouth. If he can somehow hold his own against Mayweather, it could elevate his status in the boxing world. But let's not kid ourselves. The odds are heavily stacked against Jake. Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters of all time. And Jake is, well, Jake. The likelihood of an upset is slim to none.
If Mike Tyson threw that fight for 20 million, he sold his soul. Selling your soul is going against your I am. Selling your soul is going against your moral compass for financial gain or materialism, which is why you get this empty, soulless look in Mike's face, because it's regretful what he did and that he doesn't care about legacy, which is an indication.
For Floyd Mayweather, the stakes are different. His legacy is already secure. But this fight is an opportunity to make a point. By dismantling Jake Paul in the ring, Mayweather can send a clear message about what it means to be a true boxer. It's not about social media followers or viral stunts. It's about skill, dedication, and respect for the sport.
He doesn't care about legacy, which is an indication that he sold his soul. We know Netflix sat him down. Hey, we just gotta make this look good. Hey, Mike, this is the new day and age. Think about the bag, think about the money. Let's not talk about the buffering fight that we had with Netflix last night, with all due respect. But I think Mike realized that signing a contract to do this and to script this fight.
The fight has generated massive interest, drawing attention from casual viewers and die-hard boxing fans alike. It's a spectacle that promises to deliver drama, entertainment, and perhaps a dose of reality for Jake Paul. Whether you're rooting for Floyd to shut Jake up or hoping for a miracle upset, there's no denying that this fight is a must-watch event.
31 years older than Jake Paul. 31. Do y'all understand? I'm gonna put this in perspective. I was just telling somebody here in studio in LA this. Do y'all know more than 20 years ago, Mike Tyson got dropped in a fight from sheer fatigue? Wasn't even hurt, but still extended his hand to reach out for the referee to help him up. He actually had a second there where he was looking for the referee to help him up because he was so tired You understand? That he could barely get up. That was 20 years ago.
In the end, the Mayweather versus Jake Paul fight is more than just a boxing match. It's a clash of worlds. The old guard versus the new, substance versus style, reality versus hype. Mayweather is stepping into the ring not just to win, but to defend the honor of boxing. Jake Paul, on the other hand, is looking to prove that he belongs in the sport, despite all the criticism. Who will come out on top? One thing's for sure, is that when the bell rings, all the talk, drama, and hype will fade away. It'll be just two fighters in the ring, and the truth will finally come out.
Bro got paid millions for that. Fair play, fair play. Mike Tyson's the real winner here, because if you're fighting a 50-plus-year-old man, hyping it up and all that, then you be crazy. Now Jake Paul is gonna flex. Oh, yeah, this is corrupt, Rick. Netflix, bro, their first ever big stream is the most rigged thing I've seen. The most scripted and rigged thing I've seen. I don't even know if I want to watch Netflix events anymore. Everyone stayed up for this crap.
The Mayweather versus Jake Paul fight is generating major buzz. Mayweather, the undefeated boxing legend, is stepping in to expose Jake's scripted fights and restore boxing's integrity. While Jake claims to stay undefeated, the fight promises high stakes, showcasing a clash of real skill versus manufactured hype.